Hey everybody, Tim here from the Tactical Defender, and I know you've been watching my videos for a while. A lot of you are new. I recently have a lot of new subscribers. When you're watching my videos, I'm always turning around, right? I'm always looking, always looking. Let me explain to the majority of you, especially the new people, why that is. Real quick, I won't make this very long. I will make this one of my vlogs. But for those of you that are new, and maybe some of you that are not new to my channel, but yet you always wonder, why is he constantly looking around? Why is he looking behind him? What is that dude's issue, right? Let me just say a couple things. One, I'm a diabetic. Because I'm a diabetic and I didn't take care of myself for many years, I have a lot of vision problems. I'm completely 100% blind in my right eye. I have no vision in my right eye at all. If something was to happen to my left, I'm in trouble. My peripheral vision in my good eye is terrible. It's not great. It's not, well, it's not good. I can only see to a certain point, which of course everybody can. I have a lot of side vision that I can't see something coming or anything over there, something moving or running at me. Looking straight ahead, and I mean, I can see well. And yes, I can drive. I recently had to take an eye exam because I had to take the eye exam to renew my license. I went to my eye doctor to get the eye exam, and I found out that with my good eye, with glasses, I have better than 20/20 vision. With my glasses, everything is HD. I mean, high def, it looks fantastic, and I can see really far, unlimited distance. I can see up close and I can see really far. My peripheral off the side isn't great. Without glasses, I can still see. I can see, but it's not in HD, and the vision on the side gets even worse. Now, been living with that for more years than I can remember. I want to say 12 years, 13, 12 years. Been with my wife 15, it happened around the 3 or 4, so let's say about 12 years, 11 or 12 years. Anyway, I had so much laser surgery, I had major operations on both eyes where literally opened up the eye, went in, they were behind the eye, I mean, and I was laid up in bed for months. It wasn't fun. They were able to save the left, they couldn't save the right. So, at the moment, blinded right eye, limited vision, with my peripheral, but I can see straight really well. Now, as far as me always looking around, when I'm looking at the camera, I can see out the sides, but I can't see over here. Definitely can't see over there. I can only see about 2 feet beyond the camera, and then it stops. I live in New England. I'm actually in central Mass. Somebody recently wrote on one of my, you gotta be careful, never mind the coyotes, you have to be careful of the moose. And yeah, we have moose, we have a lot of moose, but I can't say I've ever had an issue with moose. And I do know they're dangerous, very dangerous, I know this. So, just so you know, I live in the woods. About 200 yards to my left is an old farm. It's not in business anymore. I live beyond that. I do live in the woods. Oh, it's starting to snow. Awesome. I live in the middle of the woods. I go in the woods all the time. We have, let me just run this off for you. We have coyote. A lot of coyote. A lot. We also have bears, black bears. I'm not too worried about them. We have moose. We have deer, a lot of deer, not worried about deer. We have bobcats, not worried about bobcats. We have fisher cats, not worried about fisher cats. Possible Bigfoot. No, I don't know. I can't say we do or we don't. We also have mountain lions. I've never seen them, and I honestly never seen tracks, but 2 times I happen to not be home, get a call from my neighbor. Look out your yard, look at a mountain lion, full-grown male was walking through my yard. The second time was walking and just stopped in my front yard, looked around, and walked off. Believe it or not, the mountain lion concerns me a little bit. The chances of any one of those things coming after me while I'm out doing my thing is highly unlikely, and I get that. But it happens. It happens, you know? It just happens. They say wear a cowbell around your neck to scare away. I'm not going to do that. I'm usually yapping, talking away. I'm hoping that works. The only thing I haven't seen were the mountain lions. The only thing that has ever approached me to some degree are coyotes. They're not very active during the day, but they are awake. They are out there. Where I live, where I go a lot, there's a crap load of coyotes. I mean a lot of coyote. They do run in packs. I was reading to learn about different animals and different stuff. And oddly enough, the mountain lions really don't. I'm not worried about the mountain lion. I'm really worried about the mountain lion with my son, my 2 boys, if I bring them out. Because they will not think twice about grabbing one of them, and there's nothing I'd be able to do. I was reading they can run top speed and climb with something 3 times their own weight in their mouth. I mean, that is just mind-boggling. You know, what am I going to do, right? I am always armed. I carry 2 spare mags, so I have a gun and I have 3 spare magazines. Will I stop a bear? No. Will I stop a coyote? Possibly. At the very least, I will scare away what is around me. One time I had coyotes come out and they're kind of checking me out, and they kept a distance. And they're looking around it, but then they kind of separate, and the ring is getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And they were possibly about 30 yards away, 20 yards away. But there was one there, one here, one over there. Took out my handgun, fire round in the ground, and they were gone. End of story. Nope, no worries. They're gone. I was reading about all these different animals and their activities, and there's a couple things that concern me. And one is during the winter time, there is considerably less food than there is the rest of the year. When there is less food and they're hungry, they will do more or risk things that they normally would not do. So I would definitely say that I am a little, not a lot, just a little bit more at risk of getting being attacked during the winter than I would be during the summer, because I'm sure during the summer their bellies are fat, they're comfortable, right? So that's what we have. I was also told now that we have coy dogs and quite possibly coy wolves. The coy wolves, I don't know too much about. Well, I know about them, but I question whether or not they're here. Coy dogs, if you don't know, are coyotes that mated with a domestic dog. But from what I read, that they don't go after little dogs, they go to big dogs. So a coy coyote, a coy dog, will look like a large coyote, which then will look like a wolf, but it will look like a large coyote. And they also run in packs, and I was told that they are not afraid of humans. That's a problem. They are here. They've been seen here. I've never seen them, but they are here. The fact that they're not afraid of humans, that's a little bit of a concern. But again, I'm armed, you know. A good friend of mine, showed me some photos. I've been in the town of Barrie a lot lately. There, that park in the woods, and they showed me some trail cam photos of huge coyotes. And I want to say environmental police or a park ranger or somebody looked at them. They said those are coy wolves because they're so big. They're big. They were huge. But anyway, so, you know, I'm out in New England. I will take this where I live any day over the city. I'm more afraid, not that I really fear a lot, but I'm more afraid of the two-legged animals than I am the four-legged animals. And that's the truth. A problem out here is not so much, not so much the animal itself, but the crossing paths with their babies, their offspring. You know that. A bear, possibly coyotes. You could be walking along, blah, 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 and you see a little baby bear go run across, no big deal. But guess what? Mama bear, possibly daddy bear, they are nearby. If you don't think they're not watching you, they don't know you're there. If for 1 second they think you are a danger to their cubs, their babies, or offspring, you're done. That's it. You're done. I don't know when they have the, I think spring, I could be wrong. The thing about the coy dogs, we have them here. They're kind of rare. Because from what I read, and it's not 100% accurate, I don't think so, but the mating season for coyotes and domestic dogs are different. They overlap a very little bit. So that will, I mean, it's not for that, but that prevents possibly them mating and having coy dogs, which again are a problem. But I remember reading something to the effect of that their mating season are not combined. There's a very small overlap, and if they're not in mating season, it's not going to happen. But anyway, so I'm alone 99% of the time. Bad vision. And I am in an area with a lot of animals. Am I afraid? No. I'm honestly not afraid. Can something happen? Absolutely. You know, I'm armed, I got knives, I got ammo, I got guns, at the very least, I just feel safer, whether I actually in reality am safer. But anyway, that is it, everybody. Just so a lot of you know, that's why I'm always turning around. I want something sneaking on me to think, oh, that thing keeps looking over here, which is me. It doesn't hurt. You should always be aware of your surroundings and your back anyway. So that's it. I hope this maybe helped some of you and maybe not. Be well, everybody. Stay safe. If you have not subscribed and you're watching this, please do. The more the better for everybody. And I got more videos coming soon, okay? Be well. Stay safe. Bye.